Hello everyone, this is Ron again with Strangely Normal, and today I'm taking a look at something that technically I guess you could consider to not even really be a game. It's actually a mod for another game. It's a mod that some of you may be recognizing just from this splash screen right here. That mod is called Garry's mod. It's a mod for Half-Life 2, and it basically makes it like a sandbox. I actually occasionally like to get this out and goof around, as I'm going to be showing you here shortly. However, there is a ton that can be done with this mod, just an absolute ton. People have basically designed like whole worlds and stuff with it. What I'm going to be showing you is just what I like to do to mess around. It's actually very basic kind of stuff. I don't even get into like building things or anything like that. I literally place some stuff and then watch some things happen. So I'm going to start a new game here. I have access to a ton of maps because this mod will actually pick up on what other games you have that use Valve's source engine, which they use for many of their games, and you can use those maps. Like as you're seeing right here, I have all of the Portal maps, and you know what? I think just for the hell of it, we're going to do this in Test Chamber A02. So this is going to load. This may take a little while because I haven't actually used this map before. So it may take it a bit to load it. But I'm just going to show you guys what I do, which shouldn't take too long. And I'm also going to show you something that has been added since this mod sort of became like an official sort of release kind of thing. That is really cool and really helps add to this whole nature of it being like a sandbox. And then, and one of the neat things about this is as you're seeing while it's loading, you're seeing those little things below the G right now. It's saying delaying episode 3. It makes just funny little quips like that. I do find those to actually be a little bit funny. They're at least a little chuckle, especially when these load times, which are longer. Unfortunately with this right now, can't do anything but wait. And then unfortunately for you guys, there's going to be even a little bit more waiting afterwards as I have to set things up a little bit. But once that's done, we're going to get to watch something that usually I find to be very entertaining and tends to keep me occupied usually for at least a couple hours at a time. Okay, looks like it's finishing here. Very soon it's going to plop me into this map. And here I am. I am in this Portal map. Now, right now, it doesn't have any of the sort of behavior or anything like that. Other than just purely physics stuff. So yeah, I can pick up this cube. You know, not too much I can do with it. And now, right now, I'm actually sort of doing some of this test chamber. I'm just doing, let's see, I don't have a portal gun, so... And actually, let's see if it'll give me one. It may not. Nope. This menu that I pulled up is basically the menu where you place pretty much everything. And it has all the objects that you can place. You can place objects in the game world. This is probably not the best idea. Second thought, here's what we're going to do here. I'm going to go to this map. It's called Flat Grass. This is actually a map you get in Garry's mod that comes with it. It's pretty simple. It's got like a little building here and some over there. Now we're going to kind of show off just kind of what you can do. Now the basics of this is you can do things like place objects. Like I just placed that. And like let's say for whatever reason I decided I want this building to be some sort of storefront. I can place them, or I can be bored and do fun things, or I can just do stuff like that, which is fun to do for a little bit. And then what I need to do right now is actually go over here where it says NPCs. These are various peoples, things like that, that you can actually spawn in the world, and they will behave like they do in the game. If I spawn an enemy right now, the enemy will start attacking me. Because I do not have this option, which is called Ignore Players, turned on. So, I'm going to do this, and because I'm going to be actually doing something specific here momentarily, I'm going to disable the AI. This lets me place NPCs that'll just kind of sit there and wait until I decide to turn the AI on, and then they start to act out what they're going to do. No, I'm going to place some NPCs here, which right now will be mostly curiosities to you guys, but very shortly we're going to see what's going on here. And it'll also segue into showing something else that has been added that did not come with the original mod release, but has been added since it came out that I really, really like. Right now I'm going to spawn this NPC, Alyx fans. Any people from Half-Life 2 will know who she is. She's a very big character. This game's just an NPC, and I can spawn her with various weapons. Now, I do not actually own Half-Life 2 on the PC, so I can't spawn her with her gun. If I did, I could. For purposes of this, and just to kind of show what you can do a little bit, I'm going to have her spawn with a crossbow. Boom, there she is. There's Alyx Vance with a crossbow. Now, when doing this, you do have to be a bit careful sometimes. Sometimes NPCs, you spawn them with weapons, and for whatever reason, when you turn on their AI, they can't really make use of them. And that can be a problem sometimes. But I have already done this in the past, and I know for a fact that Alyx Vance is quite capable of using the crossbow, and successfully. And we'll be seeing that shortly here. And then I'm going to spawn another NPC, another known one here. I'm going to spawn Barney. Now you see there, I spawned him. Well, it's a little bit difficult to see because it's clipping through him right now. But I spawned him with a pistol. Most NPCs can use pistols just fine. And then I'm probably going to spawn a couple more here. Then there's this weapon called Annabelle. This is a weapon that is used by a particular NPC from a rather famous section of Half-Life 2. Really hate to do this spoiler here, but Ravenholm, you meet this guy, and he has that gun, all that stuff. So I'm going to spawn him. He will come in handy. That gun that he's wielding, Annabelle, is basically a double-barrel shotgun. You can actually get it. It's a little bit difficult. And then just to kind of show what I can do, these weapons are actually from Counter-Strike. And I feel like having one. So I click on that. Game will take a little bit to load here. When it finishes loading, I now have this Glock, and it works exactly like you would expect it to. Shoot people, and they'll die. Now I'm going to respawn Barney. I wanted him to be used for something else, which we're going to be doing momentarily here. So I've got those guys, and then also I can spawn other various things. Like I'm gonna spawn, well, see, that turret I didn't want to fall over. Now I can leave that turret, no big deal. But I can also do here, you go here. There's various things you can do. You can do cleanup, just kind of just removes things, all that stuff, and undo. So boom, I just took that turret out. No big deal. So there we've got that turret. Now that turret isn't exactly placed the way I would want it. I'm going to switch to this thing here, which allows me to really manipulate this. And I'm just going to reposition it. I could also rotate it this way if I wanted. I just like doing it by moving. No, stupid turret. Okay, I think rather than just despawning it, I'm going to actually try and fix it here. Okay, there we go. Nope. No, you don't turret. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm not very good at this. That's okay, it's not facing the right direction. Okay, part of the thing with doing this is actually like getting them the way you want them. And right now I just kind of gotta meddle with it a little bit. You actually get it to be straight. And then actually place it. Please just settle, please. Okay, great. Ugh, that's what happens sometimes when the physics freaks out. I'm going to undo that and replace it here. This is probably taking a little bit longer than I had anticipated. We're just going to do this real quick here. So, you know what? Okay, we got those turrets. And then, just for another thing that I like to do. This is all part of my setup. I like to take a few random objects, just kind of place them around, almost like they're cover, sort of. There's a mattress. And I just place these, kind of randomly throw them around. And then we're gonna place a bunch of boxes here. And a couch. Okay, that's fine. Now out here, I'm gonna be showing something else that, as I mentioned previously, was not added as part of the game, but has since been added in release. This is this thing called Toybox. It takes you to a little website that allows you to look up various things to add to the game. You can add new weapons. Some of them have very stupid names like that. Just various things like that. Props, like various objects. These things are called saves. These are like pre-built scenes that people make where it's just like frozen in time. It's like a screenshot in Garry's mod. It's actually kind of neat. I'm not gonna be loading that up. What I'm gonna be looking for, something specific. And see, I just searched for zombie. There's a reason for this. Oh. What I'm going to do, see here, we're gonna do that. And boom, that right there just spawned a whole bunch of zombies. And you'll see a little square in here. This platform spawns the zombies. So if any zombies die, look, let's say I pull out a magnum here and shoot one, it will actually respawn them. And to give a little bit of a better example, I just blew up all those zombies, boop, respawned them. Now that's going to come into play here momentarily. Now we're going to spawn one more of these. You have to be careful when making things like this, because it can result in you accidentally spawning a ton of guys and just completely like destroying like your frame rate and things like that. So we're gonna spawn one more of those, and then that I did that before. I think that just, and then that one's just a little bit less. Okay, I think that's plenty. And then I also think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spawn a couple more NPCs here. Now right now, their AI is disabled. This is kind of important, as we're going to be seeing shortly here. Okay, we're gonna have a rebel, and I would spawn some of these other ones that have names. They don't do anything. I've used them before. And we're gonna spawn a citizen. Yeah, just a couple people with shotguns. You know, zombies everywhere. Gotta have some guys with shotguns around. Okay. And then we're gonna come out here and spawn some combine guys. There is actually a reason why I am not spawning them near the other ones. They would just get in a fight and kill each other. And I want this to go a little bit. So, let me see here. There's a specific thing. Here we go. We're gonna spawn a couple combine guys. Maybe just one here. Guy with assault rifle. Okay, now we're gonna turn on the AI. This is going to get very interesting very fast. And then they start going at it. And you're probably noticing my game is starting to slow down considerably. Because a lot is going on right now. That combine guy is fighting those zombies who are quickly overwhelming him, and they have killed him. Now they're gonna start going after these people. And this is what I like to do with it. I set up these scenarios and just see how long these people can survive. Oh, Alyx died. Wow, that's actually surprising. I've done this before. She usually stays alive for quite some time. But I always find this fun because there's just so many zombies. And then Now, right now I have it set so that they ignore me. They don't even act like I'm there. Oh wow, this is different. Now this is Father Gregory. His AI makes him rather proficient. Which generally makes him pretty proficient at dealing with zombies, unless he's stupid and backs himself into a corner, which he does sometimes. Barney's doing pretty good though. So Father Gregory, he's gonna die eventually. And I like doing this because as the zombies die, more of them spawn. So it's just this never-ending tide. Now here's tons of them. Now let's see if Barney survives. Those turrets are still up. Usually those turrets get knocked over. In fact, I think there they go. Yep, they're getting knocked over. You can see in the background there. Let's see if I can get the crossbow real quick and zoom in on it. See? They're getting attacked by the zombies and knocked over. And now all of the people that I spawned are, oh, is this turret not knocked over? Are actually dead. I'm surprised that happened so quickly, but not that big of a deal. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna disable AI momentarily. Let's just freeze the zombies in place. No big deal. And then I am going to spawn some more people. We're just gonna make this kind of quick here. I'm gonna spawn a rebel with a crossbow, a rebel with a pistol, a rebel with a shotgun, a rebel with an SMG, and then, just because gotta have a leader, Alyx Vance with a submachine gun. This is 5 people who are gonna do their best to try to stay alive with a ton of zombies nearby. And then, just for the hell of it, we're gonna spawn some random objects around and let them go at it again. Turn AI back on. And there goes that guy. That guy was not very smart. Ran right to where the zombies were and got killed. In fact, most of the rebels ran right to where the zombies were and are getting killed. Alyx Vance seems to be doing okay with her submachine gun. She's... oh, no, there she goes. Yeah, these people are dying pretty quick. I usually set up these like elaborate like fortresses and stuff, and try to give them at least a real sort of fighting chance. I didn't really have the time to do that. And then sometimes what I like to do, just because I get a little bit bored, I turn ignore players off. And that is, you know, my own zombie defense kind of thing here. Nothing too exciting about that. Just a little fun time waster. But this is my look at Garry's mod. Now what I did was very, very basic. I basically just placed some objects that other people made and watched the AI do its thing. There are people out there who have made all sorts of really cool things, as well as a ton of like different worlds and stuff. There's like a whole scripting language that's used for this, and the people who really get into it, they can like make basically like entire games. So even if it's just you want to mess around, this this mod can actually be a lot of fun. Even if it's just messing around like I do, you can do things like this. You can also set up scenarios where people of different factions fight, things like that. I really enjoy doing that. Or if you really want to get into it, you can get into making things, building things, and there's even more fun to be had in that. Now let's see, I think I'm going to end this. I'm going to toss a grenade into some zombies here. And with that, I think I will call it on this week's episode. That is this week's episode of Strangely Normal. If you get a chance, definitely